Are you always coming up with ideas? Do you marvel at successful business owners? Do you hate being told what to do? Ever take things apart just to see how they work? Are you a dreamer? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, this podcast is for you. Welcome to the Entrepreneurial Enclave with Kevin Wortham, the podcast that focuses on building, maintaining, pivoting, planning, and investing in you, the entrepreneur. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Pro Tapes and Specialties is the world leader in tape manufacturing and specialty conversion with over 40 years of experience. In addition to our Pro brand of high-quality specialty adhesive tapes, we provide contract converting services that help improve your profitability, streamline your supply chain, and reduce inventory cost. We offer the most complete range of converting capabilities in the industry, such as cloth tape, double-coated tape, specialty tape, paper tape, masking tape,
vinyl tape, carton sealing tape, adhesive transfer tape, duct tape, foam tape, electrical tape, filament tape, foil tape, reflective tape.
And the tape just keeps on rolling. Visit us online today at www.protapes.com or call us at 800-345-0234. Pro Tapes, it's just how we roll.
Welcome to another fantastic episode of the Entrepreneurial Enclave, Life's Coming Attraction. I am your host, Kevin Wortham. Listen, if you are into football, and I think you should be because this is going to be a great football season, or we're concluding a wonderful football season, I've got my very dear friend on the other line, and he's going to give us his thoughts. My dear friend, Walter Briggs. Talk to me, brother. How are you, man?
I'm good, Kevin. How are you doing, big brother?
I am doing well. So I was remiss in my introduction, and so let me take that back and correct me if I'm wrong. You were the first African-American quarterback for the Jets.
Yes, for the New York Jets.
Wow. How did that come about? How did that begin for you?
Well, it had a lot to do with the working out with all the other colleges and so on that wanted to see me because they had a lot of connections, and then ended up getting involved with the NFL draft in 1987. And I didn't get drafted right away and such, so my agent wanted me to just sit back for a moment and watch them. So we waited till the next morning. Even though I was in New York, I wanted me to wait and such till the next morning and get a phone call from my agent telling me that the New York Jets want me. So I was like, okay, thank God I didn't stay up all night.
Now, did you want to go to the Jets?
No, I didn't want to go to the Jets, but they gave him a nice little offer. So your agent speaks for you.
Yes.
So he seems to think that was the best offer.
So now let me ask this question, man, and let's be real personal. Let's be real personal. Where did you really want to go?
To be honest with you,
yeah,
I would love to go to Dallas because that's my favorite team, and my nephew plays there now. But at the same time, I really wanted to go to the Redskins. I went to the Redskins, the replacement players, and everybody got paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in 1987 because of the strike.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, man. So for you to get picked up by the Jets, and you were the first African-American quarterback for the Jets, what kind of badge of honor were you carrying at that time? Did you realize that at that time?
No, man. I just wanted to play football. That's all.
Gotcha. And so, what was the camp? What was the camp like for you when you got onto campus for the Jets?
I was a little bit apprehensive on the veteran players to me, and such, especially being first black, and but people like a Wesley Walker and JoJo Townsend and Rich Kotite, who went to Wagner College, and he was our defensive coach. offensive coordinator. They just, I don't tell your story, show your story. Yes. And that's what I did.
Okay.
So they saw that I could do it. I can memorize the plays, and Montclair State had a lot to do with it. Coach O, and then Coach Giannicola. They took time with me because I wasn't the smartest camper in the goddamn camp. So I just had to hold on and just learn and learn and learn. But Kenny O'Brien and Pat Ryan, they knew this shit upside down and inside out.
Yeah.
So but Kenny O'Brien was up and down and up and down. And then Pat Ryan, before he went to Philadelphia with Rich Kotite, after the season, they were just like, well, Walter, what are you going to do? And I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. So I went to Ernie Wright and Associates was my agent. So I let him take care of it. But Ernie was sickly and such. So a lot of stuff I was just doing, and then I still wanted to play. So Canada called.
Yes.
And then the British Columbia Lions. So I went up there with Ricky Foggy and Matt Donegan, quarterbacks, and just continually to make moves, and made both teams. And then when I got to Barcelona, Spain, I was just like, man, do you really want to be in Spain? I was married.
Yes.
So I am a little bit spent to the left in reference to that, but I just had to take some time and just revamp on Walter. And by that time, my ex-wife gave me an ultimatum. She said, either me or football. And by that time, I wanted to be married because I'm a one-woman man.
Yeah.
So by the time I made that decision, she wanted a divorce. So
wow. So first of all, I'm sorry to hear about the divorce, but let me go back to the first African American quarterback. You're walking around. You've got this banner that you're carrying. Did you feel the weight of the black community on you when you were introduced as such?
What do you mean? Did I steal it? What do you mean?
When you knew that you were the first African American quarterback for the Jets, did you feel pressure? Did you feel like the black community on you saying like, "Come on, brother, we're so proud of you. This means so much to us." I mean, did you feel any of that?
No, you know what? I just wanted to play football, man, and then whatever else was happening behind the scenes and such, I didn't care about. I knew I was the only black person in my huddle, in my quarterback huddle. Yeah. You know, the quarterbacks, me, Dave Nari, Kenny O'Brien, Pat Ryan. You know, that was the group until they had to cut somebody down the road, so they cut me. They cut Dave Nari. Kept me, but Bill Ransdell came up from Kentucky.
Yes. So,
you know, it was just amazing that's when I really felt it, is that, you know what, Walter, you're just another black man trying to get a job. And that's the honest truth. So the accolade didn't mean too much to me at all.
Got you. Now, how do you think about the quarterbacks now in the current day NFL?
I think he should just learn his plays, just like the young gentleman from Washington now. And, you know, it's not a color factor anymore. People just want to play ball and so on. But, you know, the dollar amounts that these guys are getting now, they're concentrating on the 6 months playing football. After that, they travel in the world and this, that, and the other thing. But, you know, Kenny O'Brien, my first year in the NFL, Kenny O'Brien held out for $100,000 for his contract.
Wow.
That don't make no sense.
And that don't even cut it today.
No, not at all.
Wow. So you guys are playing truly for the love of the game, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yes.
So let's put a pin in that conversation real quick. And I want to jump way to the beginning of your life. Because I know that when you and I made the reconnection, you had talked about you had did some acting.
Right.
When did the acting bug kick in for you?
When I was 9 years old, I was on off Broadway with John Cullum before he went to Broadway. with the Switchman Park Theater.
Yes.
And I played Gabriel. I was only like 9 years old, 10 years old.
Wow.
So I was getting rides back and forth with Brian, who would take me to rehearsals and such from Hackensack, New Jersey to Union City and such. And we did that run for a while. And then Nick Picciello, God rest his soul, and George Leosi, God rest his soul, they were just like, well, there's something special about this little man.
Yes.
So ever since then, I've been on stage and more on stage. And then I started to move into the television side with the movies and television with Tom Cruise.
Yes.
I co-starred in All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise, which came on over the weekend or over the past week and so on. But that was my first movie. And then I just kept it going, man. I just kept it going because, the money was good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, people don't even realize how much money these guys are getting to be on TV now.
Yeah.
So the same thing with football.
But
so there's a lot of things. What you're doing is very commendable because you're allowing people to understand who, what, when, where, and why about these crazy salaries and why people, if we had the same teams back in the day,
yes,
you'd get so much more than your money's worth, because so many players and such, they go out nonchalantly and, they just want to collect the dollar, the game dollar.
Yeah. But here's my question. And the reason why I wanted you to start from the beginning, because you had a fantastic career in movie. You had a fantastic career off Broadway. Why did you choose football at that time?
Because I was good at it.
Okay. Say no more, brother. Say no more.
And I wasn't the only one that believed that. I mean, from high school to college.
Yes.
And then all the way to the NFL. I went to Division III school at Montclair State University. Well, now it's a university, but
yes.
Montclair State College.
Yes.
But, I brought that school. We went all the way up to the first round of the playoffs to go to the Amos Alonzo Stag Bowl.
Yes.
And which is the championship for Division III football. And we lost to Ithaca College.
Okay.
And then, it was, that was a crazy time. That was a crazy time.
Now, do you go back to either one of the facilities, to the Jets facilities or to school?
No. Mm-mm.
Would you?
What you say when I grew up, I let childish things go. Football was that time. Now it's not that time. That's why I don't do coaching or anything. I got to make money, put it in my pocket to take care of me and my family. I just got a divorce. No, no, I don't dwell on the past.
No,
I got to keep it moving.
No. What I'm saying to you now, you being the person who you are now, right? You could easily do some color commentary. You can be back with the Jets. You can be back with your school. You can become like an ambassador, and I'm quite sure there's consultant fees and stipend fees involved with that. Something to consider. That's all.
These are things I could consider, but right now I just went through a very, very, very bad divorce and such. I'm trying to get this new car, and hopefully I can get it. She screwed me with the financing and dollar amounts and so on. So, I don't know what anybody that's listening can understand about. I don't care what your name is. I don't care what you've done in the past. What matters is what you do now.
Absolutely.
And she made it very hard for me to move forward and such with, I don't want to bring up my past in reference to moving on with my future because it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what I do now.
Got you.
A lot of people don't get it. Even my brothers from Phi Beta Sigma, they've been helping me.
Got you.
And such, but I got a lot of other projects coming forward and such. But right now, I'm struggling financially.
Wait, time out. Time out.
So
you a Sigma?
Yes.
Get out of here. When did you pledge, man?
Spring '85, Montclair State College.
Wow. So I'm connected with a lot of Sigmas. And once this episode drops, I'm going to tag a lot of them to make sure that they're in touch with you, man. There might be some support and some opportunities that you guys can do together.
Well, I look forward to it. I stay very close to my fraternity brothers. They love Walter, and I love them back. I live in Conway, South Carolina, but I did a lot with them in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And such, because I ran away for a minute because I was going through a very, very bitter divorce.
Yeah.
So, while my frat brothers are good, and some of them, they will be like, well, you can lean on the shield, and I don't want to do anything in the negative way.
Yeah.
That means if you need to borrow something, you need a help, need some hand, need to borrow money or something like that. Brothers are open to that because we believe in our shield, which is Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I pledged in spring '85.
Wow, I got some brothers I roll pretty tight with, even though I'm not a fraternity man. I'm Phi Panther Soul. I don't claim any of that, but I roll tight with a few fraternity brothers. So I'm going to put you in touch with them, man. See if they can't.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I would really appreciate that. I don't understand why this phone is cutting you out. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Okay. I can barely hear you. Are you on a speakerphone?
No, I'm on my equipment taping this wonderful conversation, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you well. I'm having no cutouts. I'm having no problems, right? It might be.
Okay, well, I don't understand why mine sounds like from the very beginning, you were coming in very clear. Now it seems like you're fading away.
Okay, well, don't move around. Stay seated. Do something.
I'm seated. I'm sitting in my recliner.
Okay.
But yeah, man, but some people don't tell the truth.
Yeah.
And some people hide the truth to make them look like they're the perfect patron saints or whatever. Although I've done all this in my past, my ex-wife and I had a big falling out.
Yes.
And such, but you know how the courts are. The court ruled in her favor.
Yes.
So, I'm living check to check.
Yeah.
So, in between that time, I'd love to talk to some of my frat brothers without a doubt. And I don't want to do it so I can, the word is called lean on the shield.
Yes, sir.
So that means that, brothers, I need your help.
Yes, sir.
So a lot of people are afraid to talk about it. I'm not, because I know what it means to be a millionaire. I know what it means to be down and out.
Yes, sir.
I know what it means to have nothing in your bank account.
So the last time that we made the reconnect before we were planning this, what were some of the projects that you were getting into? Because I know you had a cigar line, you were doing the spices, you were doing the wines. Take us through all of that, man, because there might be some opportunities for folks to support you, man.
Well, the main opportunity right now is I'm still doing the spices. I'm still definitely going to do my cigar lines, getting them back.
Yes.
You got to crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
But the cigar lines, as well as the flip flops that I created with my partner Tonsil Prince in New Jersey. Well, he just moved, but yeah. So we have our flip flops. They're perfectly made. Matter of fact, I'll send you a couple of pair. You can check them out.
Yeah.
And so on. But other than that, man, we have so much going on, but the money needs to be faster. It needs to be faster because I work fast and I do great things for everybody else, but everybody else forgets about me. Yeah. I can't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying, big brother?
I got you, beloved. I got you. But here's the thing that I'm curious about, and let's see if we can't dig into it a little deeper, right? So every time you were making the transition from, say, acting or going off Broadway to football, there were always people supporting you. So
right.
So what happened to that level of support? So now that you're no longer Walter, they don't want to be associated with you, or were they not true friends? What's going on?
Okay, let's be real about anybody that's listening to this conversation.
Yeah.
A lot of people will smile in your face, but all the time they're going to take their backstabbing. Because all they want to do is they follow up on your recognition.
Got you.
So I do not, and I won't do it. I'd rather live in the streets, which I have. I've lived in my car, man. I stayed in my car.
Yes.
In Florida and such. So, that's why now I'm very careful. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you got to be very upfront with people, because if you're not, real talk, big brother, real talk, Kevin, real talk. People will let you down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So all I can do is keep it moving. One bread, one butter, one milk. Keep your eyes front. Keep it moving. That's a movie project that I did, and the sergeants would make it very clear. One bread, one butter, one milk. Keep your eyes front. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
I was at Broadway State Prison.
But here's the thing, man, and I've got so much love and respect for you, but I'm also curious, right? My curiosity is like just going out of the roof, right? Because of all the work and you being the first for the Jets, is there a way that you could circle back around through the NFL Players Association and say, listen, this is where I am. I want to get back into the schools. I want to go on a public speaking tour. I want to do all those things. Can't you go?
You have to do it on your own. I'm going to give you some of school.
Okay.
You have to do it on your own. And if you bring it all to the table with the NFL Players Association local chapters, number one, there's not one here in South Carolina. Number two, they have the ones in Atlanta. But everybody in Atlanta, you'd be amazed at how many ex-football players are broke.
Got you.
How many football players are living day to day.
Got you.
And I was one of them. But people don't talk about those stories.
Yeah. No, and you know what? And that's interesting too, because what we look at, the people on TV, we look at the first round, and within the first round, we look at the first 10 players within the first round. And
right.
And beyond that, not so much. And every now and then you'll get a breakout player like a Brady who'll go in the 6th or 7th round, but then turn out to be a superstar, and now he's got all this money flowing. So what message do you want to have for those guys who are starting out? Their dream, their desire, their heart's desire is to play professional sports. What story would you want to share with them? What advice would you want to give to them?
Number one, when it comes to football, don't ever quit.
Yes.
Okay? But when it comes to when you're off the field, study your plays. But when it comes off the field, you better educate yourself.
Yes.
Stop worrying about some daggone football, man.
Yes.
Football is a short period of time.
Yes.
Because as soon as you retire or whatever, you get into a person like myself. I didn't want to get in the booth. I wanted to make money.
Yes.
But the booth was not my forte. Just like there's a lot of former NFL players that want to continually be a part of football, but I don't even watch it.
Gotcha.
If it wasn't for Ezekiel Elliott, my nephew, and such like that, I don't watch no daggone football.
Wait, time out. Ezekiel Elliott is your nephew?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Get out of here, man.
Yep, but that's Ezekiel's side. If you want to talk to him, I'll give you his number. You can talk to him about that.
Yeah, well, I definitely want to get you both on the show together, so I'm going to let you hook that up. And you heard this first on the podcast, man. My man, Walt, we're gonna get down with Ezekiel. Make it happen.
Well, I'll talk to him. But right now they're in the mix of the playoffs. He ain't even talking to his own father.
Yeah.
Stacy, who's my stepbrother.
Yes.
That's Ezekiel's father. So my point is that, football is not your whole life.
Yes.
It's not. What are you doing after education? Do you get in the books? Do you go to class? Do you understand that football can be taken away from? Look at Joe Theismann when Lawrence Taylor sacked his ass and broke his leg. He never played another down of football.
Yeah.
So these are things that have to be told as opposed to all the glitz and the glory. Because there ain't no glitz and the glory. Because every time you get off that field and the game is over, you got to get into the ice tub, or you got to get into the hot tub, or so on. This is wear and tear on the body for what?
Yeah.
For what? To please another person?
Yeah.
Or to please another team? Or whatever. What about you? What about your family?
Got you. Now let me ask this question now. So you retire from football, you retire from playing the whole game of football. What's your next business venture that you move into, Walt?
Well, that's what I'm telling you. I have the flip-flops,
yeah,
the sandals or whatever, And then also I have the cigars I'm getting back into in a very, very big way.
Yes.
And then also I got to do my spices. Yes.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So take me through each and every one of those categories, man. So how did you get involved with the spices, man?
My partner, Dano, he's company,
Okay.
and they wanted a name to go with the spices. So we've been working on it together to put all of the financials together, to put the WB on them.
Yes.
Right now, I'm still doing the Heath blends
Yes.
with Dano, but as soon as I get the right amount of dollars to order my own bottles and labels and such like that, they're all going to be Briggs blends.
Gotcha.
So
got you.
I'm working on that right now. But then the cigar company, I had to move away for a moment because I was going through the divorce
Yeah.
and so on. And then it took me for a lot of money, because you got to remember, being in the cigar business costs a lot of money, brother.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, and then all the other projects and everything is put on hold.
Yes.
So besides living on my Social Security and so on and so forth, these are things that people don't talk about, especially in sports, because everybody thinks we're making millions of dollars.
Yes.
That's a lie from the pit of hell.
Yeah. I got you.
So it's kind of crazy, man.
But you know what though, man? I am so glad that you and I are friends. I'm so glad that you can share with the realness as to what's going on inside of your life, right? So I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Well, Kevin, I'm always going to give you respect, man.
Yes,
You've
sir.
always been a friend and
Yes.
such. And anybody that's listening to this, boy, please continually listen.
Yes.
Please continually understand that Kevin Worden is definitely the person you want to have somewhere near you when you really want some exposure. But, football was that forte for me.
Yes.
But now it's what I do moving forward.
Yes. So my thing is, although this is happening to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is still money to be earned in what you're going through. Because I can see you doing workshops, not just for NFL players, but just for professional players and the like. And now that collegiate students are allowed to get money for their images and their likeness, what does that look like? So you can come on board and do a workshop on that, on what are some of the pitfalls and how do you keep yourself humble, although I know you were humble throughout the whole process. It's just something to think about, though.
I just give God the glory.
Absolutely.
God takes care of me.
Absolutely.
And but although it's very frustrating, you cannot deny God and just let him do what he's doing, and you just hold on.
Yep.
You just hold on.
Yep.
And although it's very frustrating, it's just I don't know what to do except for to hold on, man. There's a lot of things I want to do. If you got some suggestions on how to make some funds and so on and so forth, I'm all in.
Well,
Trust me.
That's what we're talking about now. I mean, as an entrepreneur, right? And we know that the key and then the evidence support that if you're passionate about something and you get the word out soon and very soon, you will find people pouring out and presenting opportunities to you. And so I'm telling you, man, with social media and who you are, right? There's speaking engagements, there's tours, there's opportunities for you to promote all your businesses at the same time, share with them your story.
Well, Kevin, I'll be honest with you, and don't think this the wrong way. My ex-wife used to handle all of that with me, and she took a lot of notes away.
Yeah, but
and
listen,
a lot of people.
But listen, I don't want to stop you because I know that is hurtful, right? But what I'm saying to you, this is a brand new day. Let's show the world who the new Walter Briggs is, right? We put together a whole new team, and your ex-wife no longer becomes an issue, right? Because
right.
And see, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing that I like about you, and here's the thing that I know you know. The one thing about football, unlike any other sport, it is so closely resembling life, right? So you know that
yes.
if you fail this Sunday because you lose the game, You can always work on what didn't work and what worked, and you highlight that more. And then come Saturday or Sunday the next week, you have a chance to perfect that. And this is life. So although the relationship did not work out well with you and your wife, unfortunately, you look at what happened, what went right, and you move on after you. Here's the key, because most black men and most people in general don't do this. Once you go through the healing process and you create the healing process, you move on, because now there's a new way that we have to reinvent Walter. And I'm telling you, there's still opportunities out there. You still have the plethora of information and knowledge that folks want to tap into. You still have value, brother. There's still credibility as to who you are and your experiences. Your experiences are all yours and all yours alone, brother. And that adds value to anyone who wants to tap into you. Come on. It feels like we have in church, brother. Come on, talk to me, Walter.
Kevin, you should be my not only agent, but you should see my brother. We talk all the time, because I'm used to being the motivator.
Yes, sir.
As opposed to being motivated.
Yes, sir.
So, and as much as I believe in God and I trust him, and sometimes he always comes through, but sometimes he takes his time. When his time is right on time.
Absolutely.
So, people don't get it.
Yes.
So you got to trust in. If you don't believe in nothing, why not believe in God?
Absolutely.
And let God do it. And
Absolutely.
Right now, with what I'm going through, we'll talk about offline.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. But Kevin, you have no idea, man. People think everything is glitz and glamour and glory.
Yes.
No, it is not.
Yes.
It is not.
Yes. Yes.
So it is what a TI is, man, for real.
But again, you keep saying that it is not. We know that, but we're trying to say on what it is not. We can capitalize that, and we can change some folks. We can change the mindset so that folks don't have to go through what you went through, or if they go through it, they can find themselves having a softer language, or not a language, but a softer landing, right? That's what I'm saying.
But you know what? There's a lot of young kids out there that think they're good in football and think they're good in college until they get to the big league.
Yeah.
And they realize they get cut.
Yeah.
They realize that they ain't good enough. Then you guess where you go back to? Then when I did All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise and Craig T. Nelson and Sandy Faison and everybody, you know what? It was about a dilemma that kept Tom Cruise out of college because his coach screwed him.
Yes.
Okay? So, but when Craig T. Nelson started to realize it, he took away somebody's life to stay in Ampipe in Pennsylvania. We shot in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. He screwed somebody's life up.
Got you.
So these are things now where if you don't ask, you'll never know.
Very true.
You'll never know.
Very true.
So that's why I don't have any problem holding my tongue anymore. I don't.
Yes.
I don't have any problem holding my tongue anymore. What's the worst thing people can do to you? Say no?
Yeah.
That's it.
Or pull a plug on you.
Well, but you know what? When you have somebody like myself and you used to be and so on and so forth, guess what? I'm the one that made those type of decisions. But you know what my problem is? I'm too kind.
Gotcha.
I love people.
Gotcha.
I love doing great things for people.
Gotcha.
But people will let you down.
Absolutely.
Like I said earlier.
Absolutely.
People will let you down. And now that I have my circumstance, and now that I'm almost coming out of it,
yes,
it's kind of like you're humbling yourself, and you're sitting at the house, just not doing nothing.
Yes. And
you're feeling sorry for yourself. No, hell no.
Yes.
I don't want to do that. Yes. So you stay close to people like yourself, Kevin, and people like my former partner, my dear friends, Damon Kelly, Jeff Lucas, who played for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Steelers and such. He went to West Virginia University with Don Nealon, and then Barry Palmore.
Yes.
These are the three most, they've all been to my weddings and so on and so forth.
Yes.
I will never get married again.
Gotcha.
I won't.
Got you.
I won't do it.
Gotcha.
So therefore, I have to make whatever I do now work. Period. End of story. I don't want to have no money problems. I don't want to do. That's why I do all of the projects, and you and I will talk about that ex parte.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm Kevin. Shoot, man, I'm done. I'm done, and I'm more done with trying to help everybody and not forget about me. No, more no.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and you know this already, right? Oftentimes, while you are climbing to the top, right, everybody is holding on to you. Because,
right, they all want to be your friend.
Exactly. And then as you go through your trials and tribulations, you begin to realize who are your friends. And I think after so many years, you are beginning to face the music that my true friends have never left me, but my friends who were my so-called friends will never be with me again. And that's okay.
Nope.
Because now
and they don't even answer your phone call.
Exactly. Because now you are in the second phase of a lifestyle that's going to be more successful than what you can even imagine, brother. So you're going to be all right. So just hold on. Just hold on. You're going to be all right. Because sometimes you got to go through this to understand what was really important to you and what you can really appreciate sharing with other folks that are true to you and perhaps in need of. You're going to be all right.
Well, you know what they say.
Yes,
you can't keep a good man down.
Absolutely. Now we talked about the spices. Now, share with us about the wine. How did we come into the wine?
I got out of the wine stuff.
Okay.
I got out of it because the people that were making the wine, they weren't truthful to me.
Yes.
All they wanted me to do was use my face and my name, and I said no.
Got you.
No, and more no. So let's move past that.
Got you. Okay. Got you. So now let's move back to cigars. How do we get into cigars? How long you been smoking cigars, brother?
Since 1987, I got grandfathered in because I do so many golf tournaments and so on, and everybody's smoking cigars, and I figured I'd get into it, but I was an entrepreneur at the time.
Gotcha.
So I found out all of the logistics and everything through Rocky Patel, Carlos Tiranos, all of those guys, and they showed me how to put my name on something.
Gotcha.
It's like, with all that I'm doing now, put your name on it, Walter, and people will pay you to put your name on it, but you got to be involved in it. And that's how I got into the cigar business in 1987.
Gotcha.
Is because of I got grandfathered in. Like right now, I can do everything I need to do without being, with all of the sanctions from the government and so on, because I'm grandfathered in since 1987.
Got you. Now, because here's the thing, the cigar industry is wide open, and it seems like as a result of the pandemic, everybody, people, especially people of color, they're coming out, they're opening up their own cigar lounges and shops, and they're actually doing their own branding. So here we go again. This would be a wonderful time for you to be a part of that landscape, man.
Yeah, but it's a very expensive project to do. That's all I'm saying to you.
Listen, I know this, but I'm saying to you, though, let's go back to and let's begin to exploit who is Walter, the first African-American Jet football quarterback, right? Let's go back to that. Let's dig up that, man, because that ended up to be the first at anything is wonderful, let alone at the national football level.
Right, but I don't even choose to go back there. It was something I did.
Gotcha.
I did exactly what I needed to do.
Gotcha.
And now what matters is, no disrespect to you, Kevin Worthing.
No.
What matters is what I do now.
I understand.
That's it.
I got you. I'm respectful. I'm respectful. I got that, man. It's gonna take me a minute, but I got that though. I'm just saying some things just don't change. And that status is almost like having a picture, right, in your closet that you never take out. But once you take it out and you blow the dust off, people say, wow, that was a Rembrandt or that was a whoever. That's what I'm saying to you. You are classy, you are classic, you never go out of style. So use that badge that was bestowed upon you, man, and let's exploit it, man, in a positive way. That's all. Well,
we're going to do it, Kevin Worthing. If you right there, let's do it. I don't have no problem, and I own it all, so it's all good.
So now, what would you like to go? Would you like to do more acting? Would you like to do more Broadway? What would you really like to do, Walt?
Kevin, to be honest with you,
yes,
I'll do anything that's going to create dollars.
Gotcha.
Because if it don't make no money, it don't make no sense.
Gotcha.
Because people, I'm 57 years old, man. Shit. All that stuff is old. What matters is what I do now.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying to you. But if you think that we can bring this back and do great things moving forward, then let's do it on an understanding that this is going to move forward, where it's not just an interview. It's going to be something that's going to create money, especially to my frat brothers, especially to anything I can do to help other people. But I got to get paid. I'm not doing anything else for free because people just exploit you and they make money and you get kicked to the curb. No.
Oh, no, I got you. Nobody is doing anything for free in anybody's platform. Right? So
exactly right.
I got you. Now let me ask this question, because I'm all over the place right now with this thought. So you're not interested in playing football. Well, now of course you can't. You're not interested in doing anything related to football. Do you watch football? Do you have like light commentary with your buddies sometimes?
Well, everybody wants to interview me, you know what I mean? You know, but other than that, you know, I want to get my name back out there as an entrepreneur, not a former NFL player. No, that falls into place. But other than that, no, I got to get out there and make the name for myself.
Gotcha.
Period.
So that,
I mean, I'm divorced now. I'm by myself and so on. And I'm not going to dwell on it. But at the same time, I'm open to anything.
Gotcha. Now, based on all the things that you've gone through, what would be some of the takeaways that you would want to share with other folks that you've learned throughout this career, your various careers?
Don't ever give up.
Go ahead, you
throw enough stuff on the wall, something's going to stick.
Got you.
That's why you got to get your education, go to school, learn, and learn and more learn. Get your accredited contracts with schools and so on and so forth, and graduate cum laude or whatever. But don't base it on the fact that you're relying on football, relying on sport. Rely on yourself and your mind, because at the end of sports, and you break your leg and you got this, you ain't got no insurance, you ain't got this, you got that. So then therefore, guess what? It's all left up to you. And that's when you find women that think you got it all, but when you realize and you tell them that you don't have it, guess what they're going to do? Ciao, boo. Bye-bye.
Got you.
Especially black women.
Uh-oh. You know, I may have to censor that out because they're going to come after you. Well, why just black women? How come it can't just be women in period, in general?
All right, it's women in period.
Okay.
It's women, period.
Got it.
You see a lot of interracial marriages now and so on and so forth, but I'm not despising black women, no way, shape, or form, because I love me some black woman.
Okay,
I've never dated a white woman in my life. But at the same time, that's the only thing I'm talking about with me is that that's who that is. But anybody else, don't take this the wrong way, because I'm just saying, just like brothers, we've been beat down for years and years and years.
Yes.
So, but now with this new dimension is that people, black women, white women, or whatever, they realize you got white referees and you got women referees.
Yes.
You got black referees, referees, women.
Yes.
You know, so therefore, you know, don't question anybody else's negativity. Yes. Because it comes your negativity.
Yes.
That's not fair.
Yep.
It's just not fair.
Yep.
It's just not fair. So, you know, with you answering the questions and understanding the next questions for anybody else from any other celebrity or any other person that needs to be on your show and such, ask the right questions. You get the right answers. But no, I don't discriminate. Gotcha. I don't hesitate. Gotcha. I just love on people.
Yeah. I guess what I was saying. Well, first of all, you're right. The times are changing. The landscape is being more even now, and there's more opportunities for anyone, black, brown, green, yellow, men and women, to participate in the sports. No, what I was saying, you were saying that it sounded like you were starting to hit on black women. I said, oh no.
No. That's the only women I've ever been with is black.
No, I got you.
So,
I got you.
I'm sorry.
I got you. That's okay, man.
I'm not discriminating at all. White women do the same thing black women do, and the white men do the same thing black women is doing.
Yeah.
Watch TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you, man. No, I got you. So, listen, 3 years from now, because you on this quick time frame, 18 months from now, what does the life look like for Walter? 18 months from now.
Moving and doing the greatest thing that God has blessed me with is being Walter.
Got you.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I got to be me. He wrote that great song. I got to be me. Okay. So therefore, that's what I'm doing. And I'm not doing anything so I don't want to help the world anymore. I want the world to help me because I'm doing the right thing for other people. I see a lot of my friends and whatever, and they got kids that are playing college football, high school football. And they're like, Walter, can you talk to them or can you come out to the stadium? Or I said, okay, I'll do it, but I ain't getting paid for it. They just happen to be friends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing any more friend stuff.
But now now with the right team, you can ask for a stipend. You can ask to be compensated, man.
Well, I don't have the right team. That's my point. It's me.
Yeah, well, we're gonna work on that, brother. We're gonna work on that. All right. Because
I got your back, Kevin Worthy, for sure.
The opportunities are there. Any shout outs that you want to give while you're on this platform, brother? Anything else you want us to know about you and your dreams and your visions, your desires?
Is that I follow the name of God and Jesus Christ, his son.
Yes.
And everything else is ancillary.
Yes.
All I want to do is do great things. If I could do anything to help people like yourself, Kevin Worthy, I'm going to do it.
Gotcha.
But anything else anybody ever wants from me, has for me, and wants me to do, and so on and so forth, especially coming back from where I was,
yes,
you got to pay me. I cannot do this for free anymore because I should not be broke.
Got you.
Period. End of story.
Got you. Now let me ask a personal question, right? While you're still going through this healing process, right? What does healing look like for you? Did you need to forgive yourself? Did you need to forgive your wife? What did that look like? What does that look like for you?
No, I need to forgive myself because you put yourself into these predicaments, and then but all because of I've been following God and Jesus Christ for so many years that I realized it wasn't about anybody else. It wasn't about my ex-wife, and I ain't putting nobody down.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, I blame Walter.
Gotcha.
Period. Because I should not let this happen to me, and I'm not going to ever again in life.
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm interested in what you're saying about putting the team together, doing all of this is because I know I'm covered.
Gotcha.
Period, Kevin. Real talk. So you talk better than my agent that I had, Ernie Wright. You really do. So, but my point is that, once you have money, you'll never go broke.
Absolutely.
So, because people don't realize money, and people will let you down unless you stay on top of it.
Yes.
My problem was I didn't stay on top of it.
Yes.
I just let somebody else handle it.
Yes.
And then when I did that and I was left on the street with 2 bags and 4 boxes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm just confused. I'm just confused.
Now, are you bitter about anything? Do you have any regrets?
No, and more no.
Got you.
I'm not bitter.
Got
you know why I'm not bitter? Because I got God on my side.
Got you.
And let him handle it. And you can't pray and worry, big brother.
Understood. Very true.
So that's
you ain't never lied about that when you can't pray and worry at the same time. Wow. I love it.
So that's it in a nutshell, man.
Gotcha. All right. Listen, Walt, this has been fantastic, man. This has taken you and I the longest, probably almost a year, to really get this conversation on tape. But I'm so glad that we had a chance to get it on tape, man.
Well, whatever you want me to do for you, Kevin Worthen, is done. You've proven nothing to be but a good friend, and your practice of what you're doing and so on. I commend you, sir.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And likewise, we're gonna get down. We're gonna break bread, and we're gonna try to resolve what we need to resolve so that we can move forward, man. Because there's great opportunities here, man.
Well, I got you, Kev. Whatever you need me to do. As a matter of fact, some of the people that I do know,
Yes.
throw them on the phone with you, man. Do your interviews. I want to be somebody that is going to uplift what you're trying to do, which is that's very awesome, and so on. That's why I agreed to do this.
Yes.
But I don't have to agree to do nothing. If God said do it, I'm doing it. I don't need to sign no autographs. I don't need to do nothing.
I appreciate that, man.
All I need to do is say, Kevin, I'm on your board.
Got you. So what I'm going to do, man, and I'm going to send you a link. So if you know of other entrepreneurs that would like to be on the platform, just send them the link. But I tell you what, though, once the season is over, right, let's get you and your nephew back on the show, because that's going to be a killer show. Because, a lot of folks, think that the Cowboys are done.
Well, they still got one more game.
But
come on.
I'm just saying, some folks think that they're done before they even suit up. So
no, I don't believe that. And it's not even about Ezekiel.
Okay.
Look at the whole team. No one man makes a whole team. We got to use your linemen. You got to use your running backs. You got to use your wide receivers, and so on. And then you turn around. You got to turn around and do your defense.
Yeah.
We work as a team, period.
Yep. So how do you think they're going to stack up against San Fran on Sunday?
Put it this way.
Yes.
I'm going to watch it.
Yes.
Because I don't even watch football anymore, but I'll watch the playoffs.
Got you.
But because it is something that is close to me,
yes,
I'm going to watch it, and hopefully that they can do San Francisco, because that rookie quarterback for San Francisco right now is on fire.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I forgot his name. Putin?
Well,
something like that. It ain't Putin. It's Putin.
Well, whatever. The boy is on fire.
Yes,
He's doing great.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
So whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. I'll watch it.
Got you.
And there's games on Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, sir.
So I'll watch it and this, that, and the other thing. But we'll talk about that ex parte after we get off this conversation.
Got you, brother. So listen, let's conclude this. I want to wish you nothing but success, continued blessings upon you, and you and I are going to stay connected. We're going to make some things happen, though. Okay?
All right. Well, I'll be in touch with you as soon as we hung up from here. I had to call my mother back because she's been trying to chime in because we have a family illness.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to call you right back after that, and then you pick up the phone.
I got you. We'll talk in a minute.
You got it.
Right,
Thank you for allowing me to be on your show, Kevin.
Thanks, beloved. Nothing but love, man. Nothing but love.
You got it. God bless you and your fans and everybody in your listening audience.
Yes, thanks. Appreciate you, man.
You got it.
Peace.
That concludes another episode of The Entrepreneurial Enclave with Kevin Wortham, the podcast that focuses on building, maintaining, pivoting, planning, and investing in you, the entrepreneur. We hope you found this episode informative and enlightening. If you have any questions or comments about any of our episodes, please call 609-731-9311 or email kevin@minding-our-business.com. We look forward to joining us for our next one. Until next time.